Mute y'all's. There's also somebody, iPhone. Wait, no, that's Callie. Yeah, Katie. Okay. Here we go. All right. What are you teaching again?
I want to.
Do it. Is it all signed up for? I'll go take a look.
Yeah, I just
I'm gonna go take a look. Like sub for them. Gotcha. Yeah, like it, yeah. Yeah. I think you are. What's going on here? What's this? Okay, well, I'm putting it this way. I can't stand that. Tell him Lonnie I'm putting. Hi, Kristen. Yeah, yeah. I can't stand horizontal. I moved it that way. I can't stand horizontal. Okie dokie, friends. Welcome. Yay. Thank you for being here. I think as far as announcements go, I have my yoga lab thing happening right now. So it's a 6-week series that people who are doing the whole 6 weeks have already like started. But you are welcome to drop in if you want. Tomorrow night, it's 6:30 to 8:30, 2 hours. And it's basically like kind of like it sounds, yoga lab for yoga nerds. That's what I call it. So if you want to learn about the poses, learn about alignment, learn things that are going to change the way you probably practice when you're just in here flowing through a practice, it would be a really great class to attend. So tomorrow night, we're specifically focusing on poses that that have to do with the hips and the hamstrings. So like pigeon pose, pyramid pose, stuff like that. Seems like there's always a lot to talk about. And I feel like when you come to these classes consistently and you just flow through your practice, a lot of times there are things that you're doing with your shoulders. There's things that you're doing with your core and your low back that you're not even aware of. So this is like a really cool way to just talk about those things and ask questions and workshop everything. So if you'd like to come, it's $65 drop in tomorrow night. And then it goes for 3 more weeks after tomorrow. The week after, though, I'm skipping that week. So just FYI. And then I have some retreats on the books too, if you're interested. I have Sedona in October, Bryan Head in December, and Mexico in January. So all that stuff is on my website. And other than that, let's just practice. Any questions before we get going? Okay. All right, then let's do the thing. So comfortable seat, if you're not already there, seated meditation. And you can take a moment to just kind of wiggle around, feel around, maybe roll your shoulders around, roll your head around. Anything goes. And then when you feel ready, eventually just settle into stillness. Place your hands intentionally. Either close your eyes or lower and soften your gaze. And just give yourself these first few moments to really fully arrive right here in this space. So everything outside of this room, there's a lot going on in the world. For now, just kind of let it fall away and focus on this moment right here. So feel your body in this room, feel your sit bones on the ground, feel the air on your skin. See if you can find softness through your facial muscles, softness through your shoulders. Let your shoulders just melt down away from your ears. And start to notice more what's going on inside your own inner world, what's happening. So physical sensations are usually the most obvious. You can notice physically, how do you feel as you sit? Are your hips a little uncomfortable? Does your low back ache a little bit? Or maybe it feels really nice to sit up tall. Maybe it feels comfortable for your hips. Maybe your shoulders are finally letting go of a little bit of weight they've been holding. So just notice whatever's there physically. And then see if you can go even deeper. Notice energetically, emotionally, just what's going on. And so we're not judging, we're not controlling, we're not trying to fix anything about the way we are. We're just paying more attention, becoming more aware. We're holding space for ourselves, just noticing. With awareness of your breath. Next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. And then take a moment to hold in fullness. And then maybe even sip in a little bit extra. Open your mouth, a big sigh, let it go. Do that twice more. So inhale, fill up. Hold. And then once again, see if you can find that extra little sip. And then big sigh, let it go. Nice job, friends. Let's do that once more. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning. Imagine you're waking up your body, your insides with this breath. Hold in fullness. And maybe this time even 2 extra sips. And big sigh, release. Nice job. So now seal your lips and begin to cultivate your ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. The inhale, it's like you're taking a really, really deep, slow motion gasp. The exhale, it's like you're fogging up a window with your lips sealed over the breath. Or you could even think of humming without using your actual voice. So you're using those same muscles that you use when you hum, when you whisper, when you gasp, to regulate your breath, to slow it down, smooth it out. If you want to stay a little longer, just connecting right here to your own internal rhythm, please feel free. You're also welcome to come back to this place at any time. If you are ready to begin moving, take your ujjayi breath with you and transition forward onto your hands and your knees. So tabletop position, my friends, and anything your body is calling for. So cat cows, hip circles. Maybe you just want to sit back and rest in child's pose. And you want to stretch your wrists. You can spin your fingers out to the sides or back towards your knees and just kind of rock gently. And see if you can go inward. So rather than eyes big like satellites looking around the room at everyone else, see if you can find your own practice. What does this feel like in your body in this moment? So not how do I look, but how do I feel? What's going on inside? What's there? And how can you get curious about it? How can you respond to it? Take about 4 or 5 more rounds, just moving in this way. And then eventually we'll find our way to downward facing dog. So please feel free to take your time, no rush. When you're ready, down dog awaits you. I know you don't like it, Mike. Can you try lengthening your down dog? So, okay, you don't have to if you don't like it. As you move back into your down dog, friends, feel free to keep exploring, keep feeling around. If you are unsure how far apart your hands and your feet should be in down dog, come forward to a plank position. And then without moving hands or feet, just lift your hips and press them back. It might mean you bend your knees. It might mean you come up on your tiptoes. So a lot of people I know, you want to walk your feet forward and you want to stand on your feet. Remember that this pose, the foundation of your down dog is your hands. So you want to feel the power of this pose in your fingers. Spread your fingers really wide. Even imagine you're gripping the ground with the pads of your fingertips. And then as you feel your strong hands, can you also find your strong shoulders? So you're not hyperextending and pressing back through your shoulder girdle. Your shoulders are strong and stable. Your core is engaged to lift you up. So feel almost as if there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling up and back. You guys look great. Nice poses. Feel your big, spacious breath holding and supporting you from the inside. Take one more great big inhalation into your down dog. And then as you exhale, gaze to the top of your space, however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, spinal extension, lengthen out. Breathe in. Exhale, bow, let it go. Do that once more, halfway lift. So get all the rounding out of your back. Stick your butt out behind you. Nice, Abby. Exhale, fold. And then from the press of your feet, take it all the way up this time. Through your halfway lift and then reach up. Hands to your heart as you exhale. Flow with your breath for a moment. Inhale, high mountain pose. Stretch. Slow dive. So hinge at your hips, lead with your heart. Take it all the way down, then fold. Bend in the knees, super helpful. Halfway lift position. Inhale. Nice Marriott. Exhale. Let it go. Connect to your center, so navel to spine, and then rise. Feel your core engaged to help you rise. Arms reach up. Hands to your heart center. Exhale. Let's take that one more time through. Move with your breath. High mountain. Think of it as a moving meditation. Exhale, dive down slowly. Feel your body move through space. Nice, Chris. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, nice and long. Nice, Deb. Exhale, release, fold. Press into your feet, connect to your center, and rise. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good job, friends. This time, inhale, take your arms up. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Squeeze shoulder blades towards your spine. Try not to hyperextend through your elbow joints. Start to reach your hands back away from your body. Yeah, nice, Lonnie. All right, only if you want, option to add a back bend. So hug in with your inner thighs as you press your hips gently forward. Pop up your heart, tilt your chin up. Try not to let your head collapse back, but keep strength in the sides of your neck so you're extending back. Nice, Mike. Take one more big inhale here. Nice, Kirsten. As you exhale, lead with your heart. Hinge at your hips all the way down. Keep your clasp. Relax your neck at the bottom. Let your head hang. You can bend your knees a lot if it helps. So sometimes it helps me relax my neck more if I bend my knees more. Weight should be slightly forward, less in your heels, more in your toes and the balls of your feet. Then use your strong core to lift your sit bones. See if you can lift your knuckles a little higher. Take one more in-breath. So good. Exhale, hands to your low back first, then release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. Give them a little shaky shake. On an inhalation, find your halfway lift. Realign. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Push the ground away. Take an inhale in your plank. Then as you exhale, just lift your butt and press it back. Downward facing dog. Try not to move your hands or your feet. Inhale, come forward, high plank, top of your push-up. Good. Exhale, press back, down dog. This time we're gonna add a push-up. Inhale, come forward, high plank. You're welcome to bring your knees down to modify. Exhale, lower halfway. So chaturanga, hold until you're empty. Inhale, push back up. Awesome, Sandra. And then exhale takes you back to down dog. One more time like that. Slow motion push-up. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower halfway down. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Inhale, push back up. Yes. Nice, Rose. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can wait for us here or inhale forward one more time. This time, lower all the way to your belly as you exhale. Find a back bend. Nice, Jana. Find a back bend, a heart opener of choice. So baby cobra, full cobra, up dog, Spider-Man cobra, sphinx, lots of options. And then eventually downward facing dog. Big deep breaths. Once you're in your dog pose, give it about 5 rounds. And if you want to move around, if you want to explore, if you want to lift one leg and then the other, feel free. See if you can stay connected to your big, spacious breaths. See if you can stay connected to your strong hands and your strong shoulders. See if you can feel the strength in your core lifting you up. Really good, Deb. Nice shoulders. Nice awareness, everyone, especially those of you who've been coming to Yoga Lab. I'm very impressed. Take one more big inhale. And then as you exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Once you have arrived, halfway lift position, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, fold and bow. And then rise all the way up. Inhale, arms overhead. Hands to your heart center as you exhale. All right, we'll start to build our flow now. Inhale, take your arms to the sky. And as you exhale, chair plane pose. So bend your knees, sit back, and swing your arms back. As you sit back, notice if you're flaring your ribs forward and letting go through your belly. Draw your belly button in and up. So feel a connection to your center right here. Now, if you want to, you can stay here. Otherwise, rock forward, lift to your tiptoes. As you lift to your tiptoes, you have more range of motion in your legs. See if you can get lower, bend your knees more. Keep your heart lifted like you're doing a little cobra pose with your chest. Take one more round. And then maybe stay on your tiptoes. High mountain as tall as you can grow. Possibly stay on your tiptoes. Take your dive down. Stick your butt out. Feel your core engage. This is what you should feel every time you dive. It's just an exaggeration of it. Halfway lift, heels on the ground. Breathe in. Nice, Laura. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. Move through your own vinyasa, however you want to. See you in downward facing dog. So slow with awareness, with breath. Nice, Norma. Beautiful, friends. Back in your down dog. Ujjayi, fire it up. So if you can figure out how to use your breath to support you in your practice, my opinion, it really changes everything. From your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. So keep your hips square for this one. Keep your inner thighs facing each other and try not to sink into your outer left hip. So hug in with your left inner thigh, lift from your belly button. Yes, nice, Samantha. Take one more big inhale, make your right leg super strong and powerful. Keep your hips as high as you can, right knee towards your nose. So round your spine. There should be plenty of space in front of you. If your hips are high, step through softly, low lunge. Good job. And then rise slowly. Nice, Mikkel, crescent lunge. So nice long stance in your legs, but then rather than sinking down into it, hug in towards midline. So your front hip is pulling back, your back hip is pulling forward energetically. And then notice if it feels like you're flaring your ribs forward, that navel to spine connection, like you have a brace around your middle. It's your transverse abdominis. Yes, so good. Maybe you puff up your chest, maybe you take your gaze up. So whatever you're doing in your crescent lunge today, be aware of it. You're doing it on purpose. Feel it and breathe into it. Take one more big inhale into crescent. As you exhale, we're going to add a little twist. Left arm goes forward, right arm goes back. Back knee bends to a hover, or if you prefer, you could set your back knee down gently. If your back knee is hovering, imagine you're trying to drag it forward, and at the same time, you're trying to drag your front hip back. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Breathe down into your belly and work your twist as you exhale. If you want to challenge, see if you can gaze back over your right shoulder behind you. Take one last round. Awesome, Kate. As you inhale, bring it back to crescent lunge, arms to the sky. And if you want, you can straighten both legs. Squeeze through the front of your thighs. Exhale, bring your hands down. And then we're not gonna do this when we flow, but right now, hands to the inside of right foot. Walk your right foot out to the width of your mat. You choose, back knee comes down, hips melt down and heart lifts. Or the opposite, hips lift and heart melts down. So you can choose either of those variations, or maybe you wanna try a little bit of both. Just be in your pose for about 5, 6, 7 breaths. If you're letting your hips melt down, try not to put too much weight in your hands. So your hands definitely, they've got a little bit of weight in them, they're supporting you, but encourage the weight back into your legs. So good, you guys. You can pivot your right toes out to the right if that's helpful. Just a couple more big, deep breaths. Soften around it. Yes, really good, everybody. End of your next exhale, and feel free to take it out your mouth if you want. Rise back up to your hands and frame your right foot once again. So walk your right foot back to midline, frame your right foot with your hands, lift your back knee up. Now from here, we are going to move into a standing split. Right foot roots down, left leg floats up. Think of it as just a one-legged forward fold. So I don't care about the height of your left leg, but I do care about the strength and the power and the energy in your left leg. So see if you can feel your left toes. See if you can spread them apart, wiggle them around. There's energy moving all the way up into your toes. Nice, Katya. See if you can feel your strong core, that invisible rope attached to your belly button, pulling up towards the ceiling. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, Shiva squat, left knee tucks in the back of your right knee, both knees bent. For right now, we're gonna do 3 of these. Inhale, re-extend, standing splits. You can take a little hop if you feel like it. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, re-extend, standing splits or handstand hop. And then last one, Shiva squat. Inhale, re-extend, left leg high. And then as you exhale, step your left foot all the way to the back of your yoga mat. Warrior 2 stance. So back heel pivots down, back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat, windmill your arms up. Virabhadrasana 2. So try to allow your hips to open towards the windows. Yes. Try to wrap your right butt cheek underneath your body. So rather than sticking your butt out behind you, your right butt cheek wraps underneath you. Deep bend in your front knee, but make sure your knee's not going past your toes. So if you need to, widen your stance. Yes, good. Tone your belly. Does it feel like you're flaring your ribs forward? Navel to spine. Find your transverse abdominis. Next time you breathe in, reach forward like you want to touch the front of the room. Imagine there's a rope attached to your left hip. It's pulling back, so you're being pulled in these opposite directions. Side angle posture. Right arm towards the ground, left towards the sky. You could bring your right elbow to your right thigh. Just keep it light. You could also reach your left arm forward and feel into the length of your left side. Keep your back foot rooted firmly. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek underneath your body. And keep breathing big and spacious. Yes, we'll be here for about 2, 3 more breaths. If there's any variation you want to work into, feel free. Hips are open, heart is open. If it feels like you're sticking your butt out, right butt cheek, wrap it underneath you even more. Take one last round. Shana, as you inhale from the press of your feet, rise up and reach back. So lengthen through your long right side even more. See if you can find more space in your right waistline. See if you can find more space in between your right ribs. Nice, Abby. And as you bend your front knee, it's tracking towards your pinky toe. It's not collapsing inward. Your right butt cheek is still wrapping underneath your body. Take one more big, huge in breath as you reach, reach, reach. And then exhale, come back to warrior 2. Straighten out your front leg, parallel your feet. All of your toes face the long edge of your mat. Arms to the sky, breathe in here. And then exhale, take it all the way down. Wide-legged forward fold. We'll be here for about 5 to 7 breaths. So anywhere you'd like to go, you can play, you can explore. Or you can just hang out and breathe. Use this as a more restorative posture if that's what your body's calling for. So just notice whatever there is to notice, sensations, pulsations. You even notice your thoughts as they come and go. How do you talk to yourself? What is your mind saying all day long when you're not even paying attention? So right now you are the witness. You're noticing everything that's coming and going through the space of your body, the space of your awareness. Last couple breaths. Next time you inhale, find a halfway lift position with your hands or fingertips on the ground. So if you need, please bend your knees a little or a lot, and then walk your hands to the top of your space. Come back into a low lunge position. From your low lunge position, we're going to rise all the way to standing staff. It's a big movement. Right foot roots down all the way up. You can use your left toes to help you up if you need. Eventually, your left knee is lifted, your arms are reaching. Hug in with your inner thighs and flex through your left toes. So even your little baby pinky toe is flexing back towards your shin. Nice, chill, good. Awesome. Focus your gaze on something in front of you that is not moving. One more inhale here. And then as you exhale, we're going to twist towards the windows. Right arm forward, left arm back. You're more than welcome to grab hold of your left leg. You are more than welcome to press your left palm into your low back, and you can use your hands as gentle leverage. We will eventually get into this full posture, revolve hand to big toe pose. So I would recommend waiting. If you really feel like you want to get into it now, that's fine. But everybody, wherever you are at, focus on your breath all the way down to your belly. Focus on twisting a little bit more as you exhale, that gentle wringing out. Last couple. And then next time you inhale, unwind. Reach your arms to the sky, and you might extend your left leg if you haven't already. Listen, curtsy bow. So swing your left toes off the right edge of your mat and take a little bow. Now you choose, inhale, extended leg curtsy, so legs stay the same, just reach up, or another standing staff. Left leg kicks forward like slow motion karate kick, and then exhale one more time, take your bow. Inhale, high mountain, both feet on your mat, both arms to the sky. And then take your dive as you exhale all the way down into your fold. Nice, Abby. Halfway lift, good, Lonnie. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. You can always skip it if you'd rather. So use your breath to support you. Use your breath to guide you. Make your breath just as important as the physical poses. All right, from your down dog, next time you breathe in, take your left leg to the sky. Nice, Deb. Awesome. So hips square, inner thighs face each other. And I know with square hips, you can't lift your leg quite as high, most likely. See if you can be okay with that. So let go of your ego and just focus on what you feel in your body. Can you make your left leg strong and powerful? So see if you can feel the front of your quad muscle turn on. Press up with your foot as you press down through your fingers, and then lift from your center. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, left knee to your nose, round your spine. You should be on your back, tippy toes with all that space in front of you. Now step forward softly. Nice, Jana. Really good. Awesome, Kate. Take your time to rise up, crescent lunge. Beautiful. So strong, stable foundation through your legs. Front hip draws back hip draws forward. And if you do that, automatically you should feel your transverse abdominis engage. So that little tone of your belly, navel to spine, supporting your low back. Thanks, Chris. Puff up your chest, maybe take your gaze to the sky and just be in your pose. Feel whatever there is to feel. The energy moving all the way through your fingers, moving all the way down through your toes. Take one more big inhale. And then as you exhale, turbo twist. So right arm forward, left arm back. Back knee bends to a hover, or back knee can come down gently to modify. If your back knee is hovering, see if you can energetically try to pull it forward, and then energetically try to pull your front hip back. Inner thighs squeeze, twist from your center. If you want extra, gaze back over your left shoulder behind you. Little balance challenge. So nice, you guys. Awesome, Mikkel. One last round. And then with your inhalation, come back to crescent. Invitation to straighten your legs. Squeeze through the front of your thighs. Squeeze the little stabilizing muscles around your knees. Exhale, hands to the ground. Now, once again, hands to the inside of left foot. Walk your left foot all the way out nice and wide to the width of your mat, or maybe even off of your mat. You know your options. You can set your back knee down. Let your hips melt down as you lift your heart, or lift your hips as you melt your heart towards the ground. So your personal exploration, it doesn't necessarily have to be what you did on the other side. Just feel whatever there is to feel, not trying to make it go away, not anticipating when it will be over, but just being with the sensation, allowing it, getting curious about it, breathing into it. Take about 2 more. Nice, Norma. Anytime you want, open mouth sigh is there for you. End of your next exhalation, come back to a regular low lunge. So walk your left foot back to midline, so you're framing it with your hands. Lift your back knee up, and then pivot your back heel down, Virabhadrasana 2, rise. So left toes forward, right toes directly towards the right side of the room. Nice, Arden. Try not to pull your back hip forward, but keep your back femur bone, it's that long bone in your thigh, keep it plugged into the hip socket. So you're not trying to pull it forward. Your hips are open. Let them open. Wrap your left butt cheek underneath your body. Tone your lowest, deepest abdominals, that transverse. Next time you breathe in, side angle posture. So reach forward. As you're reaching, imagine that rope is pulling on your outer right hip. So you're being pulled into opposite directions. When you can't go any further, only your arms have to change. So why I say only your arms have to change? Because I don't want to see your upper body collapse. I don't want to see your heart looking at the ground. So only go as far as you can, keeping your heart nice and open. Nice, Mike. Keep your hips nice and open. Your right arm could reach towards me, towards the front wall, and then feel that long line from your right fingertips back to your right foot. Really root through your right foot wherever you're at. Last couple breaths. Wrap your left butt cheek underneath your body. Track your left knee towards your pinky toe. So good. Awesome, Katya. From the press of your feet, next time you inhale, come up through your warrior 2, and then reverse it. So legs stay the same, front palm rotates up, reach up and back. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. Keep tracking it towards your pinky toe. Notice, are you pulling your right hip forward? Try to let it stay open. Good, little tone in your belly, transverse. And then feel the strength in your right side abdominals as your left side lengthens and stretches. Take one more inhale. Beautiful poses. As you exhale, come back to warrior 2. Straighten out your front leg and parallel your feet. All of your toes face the long edge. Inhale, arms reach up. And take it all the way down as you exhale. Wide-legged forward fold. Anywhere you'd like to go. Does not have to be what you did before. It can be if you want. Just stay present. So whatever you are doing, you're doing it with awareness. Feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice without judgment. Just curiosity, observation. So that's the practice. That's the yoga. How the pose looks on the outside, it's not so important. That kind of comes secondary. What's happening inside? What are you noticing? What are you responding to? What are you getting curious about? Last couple breaths. Come to a halfway lift position where your hands or your fingertips can be on the ground. And then spider crawl your hands to the top of your mat. low lunge. Root into your front foot all the way up, standing staff. So use your right foot to help you up if you need. Arms reach up, right knee lifts eventually. Standing tall, hug in with your inner thighs, flex your right toes back and active. Focus your gaze on something in front of you that is not moving. One more inhale, and then as you exhale, let's twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. You can grab hold of your outer thigh, outer knee. You could press your right hand into your low back, use that as gentle leverage. Keep squeezing through your inner thighs and feel the twist coming from your waistline, from your center. Broaden through your shoulders and your collarbones. And if you want, you can even gaze over your right shoulder behind you. Take one more round, and as you exhale, work your twist even more. Inhale back to standing staff, arms extend. Maybe your right leg extends if it hasn't already. Take your curtsy bow. So right toes off the left edge, little bow, reach back. All right, inhale, extended leg curtsy or standing staff. So you can extend your right leg forward if you want. Slow motion karate kick. And then exhale one more time, take your bow. Yay, good job. Inhale, high mountain. Both feet on your mat, reach high. And exhale, take your dive down into your fold. Beautiful work. Lift halfway as you inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa however you would like. See you in down dog, or great place to grab a child's pose or even a drink of water. So we are going to flow through that sequence now a couple more times. We're going to move a bit faster. So we'll move one breath, one movement, but it doesn't mean we go really fast and speed through it like they do at those corporate yoga places, none of that. We're gonna breathe really slow, really deep, and we're going to move really slow and intentionally with our big deep breaths. So if I'm cueing slow, see if you can breathe slower and breathe deeper and breathe bigger and use your breath to guide your movement. And if you want to take a break or do your own thing at any time, totally fine with me. If you would like to come with me, downward facing dog, Ujjayi breath. All right, great big inhalation into your down dog. Push the ground away, lift your hips, and as you exhale, gaze to the top of your mat. However you'd like to get there, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, your spinal extension. And release. Let's take it all the way up, slowly rise. Inhale, stretch tall. Hands to your heart as you exhale. All right, let's go. Inhale, reach. Exhale, chair plane, or pop up onto your tiptoes for drinking bird. Stay on your tiptoes if you want. High mountain, as tall as you can grow. And maybe stay on your tiptoes as you dive. Stick your butt out, feel your core engaged to help you balance. Yes, beautiful, nice Marriott. Heels on the ground, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. See if you can keep that exhale going as you lower down. Inhale, curl open. Beautiful, Jill. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, right leg high as you breathe in. And then soft as you can, step forward, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. Exhale, turbo twist, left arm forward, right arm back, back knee bends. Inhale, back to crescent. Invitation to straighten your legs if you like. Exhale, bring your hands down, pivot your back heel down. Inhale, warrior two, rise. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over. Stay in your legs. Inhale, reverse, up and back. Lengthen your right side. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, arms reach up. And exhale takes you down, forward fold, all the way to emptiness. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, crawl your hands forward back to your low lunge. And then inhale, standing staff, that big dynamic movement all the way up, rise. Exhale, twist towards the windows, right arm forward, left arm back, or you can use your body. Inhale, come back to center. Arms reach up, maybe left leg extends if it hasn't. And then curtsy bow, exhale. Extended leg curtsy or standing staff, yogi's choice. One more time, take your bow, exhale. Beautiful, friends, high mountain pose, inhale. And take it down, forward fold. Spinal extension, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Peel your heart open as you inhale, keep your shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Use your strong core. Exhale, step through softly. Inhale, crescent, slow rise. Exhale, turbo twist. Right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends. Yes, inhale, back to crescent. Maybe extend your legs, squeeze your thighs. Exhale, hands come down. Back heel pivots down. Rise once again, Virabhadrasana 2, breathe in. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over all the way to emptiness. And then reverse it, stay in your legs, reach up and back, inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, both legs straight, both feet parallel, reach up. And then dive all the way to emptiness, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky. Inhale to a halfway lift position, hands or fingertips on the ground. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, low lunge. And then all the way up as you breathe in, standing staff, right knee lifts, arms reach. Exhale, take your twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Good job. Inhale back to center. Maybe extend your right leg if you haven't. And then exhale, take your bow, right toes off left edge, arms reach back. Inhale, extended leg curtsy or standing staff. And then one more time, take your bow. Yes, beautiful. Inhale, high mountain. And slow dive all the way down into your fold. Beautiful, lift halfway. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, slowly lower. High to low push-up. Inhale, back bend of choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work, everybody. That is one time through. We've got one more round. I'm going to add a few things in, change a few things up. So just like you've been doing, stay present, listen to my cues. They are invitations. So take what works, leave the rest behind. This is your practice, so honor what your body is calling for. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, look forward, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, stick your butt out. Exhale, bow. Press it into your feet, lead with your heart, rise. Inhale, big full body stretch. Hands to your heart center as you exhale. All right, listen, my friends. Inhale, high mountain. Side body stretch of your choice to your right as you exhale, hips sway left. Inhale through center, realign. And then towards the windows, think up and then over all the way to emptiness. Inhale, center, reach. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So maybe you float to tiptoes. Maybe you stay on tiptoes. High mountain, super tall. Maybe you stay on tiptoes, up to you. Take your dive down. Forward fold. Nice rose. Heels on the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Exhale, strong belly. Inhale, curl open. Shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, listen here, my friends. Inhale your right leg high. You can hold or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Get as high as you can. Push the ground away. Inhale, back up. Awesome, Jill. And then everybody, knee towards your nose, round your back, high on the ball of your back foot, step through. Rise up, crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, turbo twist. Listen, pause right here. Right forearm across your low back for support. Look forward, square your shoulders forward. Keep that bend in your back knee. Reach your left arm up and curl open. So you're not leaning back in your low back. You're curling open using your mid and your upper back. See if you can feel that long line down your entire left side. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, left hand down, right arm up, revolve, lunge here. So stay in your twist a little bit longer, strong through your legs. Breathe down into your belly. Twist as you exhale, couple more. Ah, nice job. Very end of your next exhalation, release. Pivot your back heel down. Inhale, warrior two, rise. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over. You can absolutely stay here or balancing half moon if you would like. Reach forward, float your back foot off the ground. Great place to use a block under your right hand. Keep your hips open, keep your heart open. If your back foot is lifted, then your back leg is powerful and strong behind you. You can feel it. It's like you're karate kicking with your left leg and it got frozen in space. Yes, beautiful. Take one last huge breath wherever you're working. And then see if you can land in a warrior two. Everybody, warrior two. Take a moment to settle in, to adjust if needed. Next time you breathe in, reverse warrior. Reach up, reach back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, arms up. And exhale, slow dive all the way down and fold. Halfway lift, hands on the ground, breathe in. Crawl your hands to the top of your mat, low lunge. As you inhale, standing staff, rise, reach up, left knee lifts. Exhale, twist towards the windows. We're going to pause here. You can keep the bend in your left knee, or you can go for the full variation. Grab hold of your left foot. Start to extend your left leg forward, only as much as you can without rounding your spine. So lengthen your spine is first priority. Twist from your center. Feel your core engage to help you twist. Last couple breaths. So nice. See if you can slowly unwind. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, curtsy bow. Extended leg curtsy or standing staff. Inhale. One more bow. Exhale. Inhale, reach high, high mountain pose, both feet on your yoga mat. And take your dive down as you exhale, forward fold. Very nice. That's one side. We've got one more, halfway lift. Inhale. Plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Use your exhale or even hold empty, strong core. Inhale, fill up with your breath as you open up. Beautiful, nice ardent exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Please feel free to stay and hold or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left knee, left armpit as high as you can get on your arm. Push the ground away. Inhale, back up. Very good. Now everybody, knee towards your nose. Scoop out your belly, step through softly. Nice, Lonnie, rise slowly, crescent. Inhale. Exhale, turbo twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Pause. Left forearm across low back. Square your shoulders. Gaze forward. Reach your right arm up. And then curling open. So it's like you're puffing up your heart. Your belly stays toned and strong. Breathe all the way down your long right side. One more big inhale. Good. Exhale, right hand down. Left arm up. Revolve lunge. So stay in your twist a little longer. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Imagine you're trying to drag your left hip back towards the back wall, but at the same time, left knee is magnetized to your right armpit. Give it one more round. See if you can twist a little further. Hey, Sandra. And then end of your exhale, unwind. Pivot your back heel down. Inhale, warrior two, rise. Exhale, side angle pose. Reach forward, tip it over. We will pause once again. Only if you want to. Option for balancing half moon. Reach forward, float your back foot up. If your back leg lifts, it is powerful. So if it feels like your back leg weighs 1,000,000 pounds when it lifts off the ground, probably because you're not engaging any of the muscles in it. Make your foot active like you're stomping it onto an invisible wall behind you. Stay open through your heart, open through your hips. Take one more huge breath. See if you can come back into a warrior two softly. If not softly, no biggie. Take a moment to adjust. It's Kirsten. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up, reach back. Lengthen left side. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Parallel your feet. Arms reach up. And take it down all the way to empty. Fold as deep as you can. Halfway lift. Hands or fingertips on the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, low lunge. Inhale, rise, standing staff. Right knee lifts, arms reach. Exhale, twist, left arm forward, right arm back. We will pause if you want to go for the full variation. Now is your time. Grab your left foot or your left big toe. Start to extend only as much as you can without rounding your back. Press through your heel, flex through your toes, squeeze through your inner thighs. Broaden through your shoulders and collarbones. You want an extra challenge? Gaze back over your right shoulder behind you. Last round. So nice. Inhale, come back, standing staff. Maybe extending right if you haven't. And then exhale, take your bow. Legs stay the same or standing staff. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, bow. Last time. Ah, beautiful high mountain. And dive down nice and easy into your fold. Good job, friends. Halfway lift position. Inhale. Now listen, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. Pause in your plank. One arm at a time. Keep your belly really strong. Lower to your forearms, forearm plank. So elbows under shoulders. And if possible, forearms parallel. Make a number 11 on the ground with your forearms. Spread your fingers. Press into your palms. And especially try to press into thumbs and index. If you want to modify, you can tripod your hands instead. From this place, we're moving into dolphin pose. So try not to let your elbows drift apart at all. And start to walk your toes in as close as you can to your elbows. As you walk your toes in, nice, Kate, press your heart back. So heart is pressing towards the back wall as your hips lift high. One day, your hips stack over your shoulders. Keep hugging in with your upper arms, pressing down through the belly of your forearms. We'll be here for about 3 more deep breaths. If there's any way you want to play, if there's any way you want to explore, you're welcome to. If you're holding in a regular dolphin, relax your neck. You do not need to gaze forward. You do not need to look at the ground. You can just let your neck relax. Yes. If you're taking those little hops, the leg that's lifted, it stays really strong and powerful. It doesn't flail around as you hop. Take one last deep breath. Ah, everybody let it go. Come down and rest. Child, embryo, puppy, heroes, whatever you'd like. If you're in some variation of child's pose, might feel nice to kind of roll your forehead side to side. I call it a third eye massage. Might feel nice also to swivel your hips a little side to side. And just notice, feel, observe, acknowledge your body for everything it does for you, the way it's carried you throughout your practice thus far. In your next couple of breaths, my friends, find your way back to downward facing dog. Okie dokie, listen carefully. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Keep your hips square. So your inner thighs face each other. And we're going to start to crawl our hands back towards our left foot until we are in a variation of warrior three. So your right foot is reaching straight back, and you want to find the closest thing to a halfway lift in your spine. Hips are still square. Keep your right hand on the ground, or you're welcome to use a block. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Put your fingers in the crease of your hip and literally try to push your hip back towards the back wall. As you do that, if your hips are square, your upper body should automatically start to twist to the left. Keep working that twist with the strength in your core, and eventually you might reach your left arm to the sky. Try not to just reach your arm, but turn from your waistline, open through the left side of your heart. Yes, Norma, good. Press with your back foot like you're stomping it onto an invisible wall. Take just one last round. You guys are awesome. Bottom of your exhale, keep your leg lifted, but bring your hands to the ground or your fingertips. Crawl your hands forward. Back to a three-legged down dog. Three-legged down dog. Open up your right hip now. Should feel nice. Take an inhale, lift your right knee even higher. And then as you exhale, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space. Gently set your body down. Try to pull your right butt cheek up and back. That's something that I am very passionate about. A lot of people try to push their hips down. This is not good. I am sinking into all my joints. So I want to lift up, engage that transverse, navel to spine. I'm pulling my right butt cheek back and up as I bow forward. So my right butt cheek is not on the ground. It is hovering above it. My right toes are active. Just work on that. Yeah, that's it. Really good. Good awareness, you guys. Be here for about 7 breaths or so. It's a big, spacious. Open mouth sighs are always there. Notice, where are you tensing up that you don't need to be? Where are you resisting that you don't need to be? So there is a structure, there is muscle engagement, muscle energy, but then let yourself soften around it. Breath by breath, about 3 more rounds. Oh, nice, everybody. See if you can, just like we did at the very beginning of our practice, inhale as big as you can and then hold. Hold in fullness. Take an extra sip and visualize it moving down into your hips. And then open your mouth and let it go. Good job. We'll come back to a 3-legged down dog. So slowly start to lift up. Plant your hands. Curl your back toes under and send your right leg all the way back and up. One more time. Give it a nice little shake out. And you could open your hip if you want to. You could also flip your dog if you want to as a counter pose. Just an option. You don't have to take it. If you do choose to move into the back bend, give yourself a couple breaths there. And then everybody eventually just a regular downward facing dog. Walk it out. So you can absolutely keep walking it out in your down dog. Just hang out, wait for us. Or if you'd like, invitation to rock forward, high plank or modified plank. And exhale, slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale to peel your heart open. And once again, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. All right, from your dog pose, this time left leg to the sky. Keep your hips square, your inner thighs facing one another, nice Norma, and then start to crawl your hands back until your right foot is flat on the ground. You want to go for that warrior three position. So back leg parallel to the ground, spine like it's in a halfway lift. Once you are there, left hand stays down, right hand to the crease in your right hip. Literally push your right hip back. Try to push it back. And as you do that, automatically you should start to twist towards the right side of the room as long as your hips are square. So if you're not twisting, lower your left hip down. If you're not sure, are my hips square, bring your right hand to your butt and see, are my butt cheeks even or is my left butt cheek higher than my right? Once you have started working this twist, you can work it more with your core strength. Eventually, right arm can reach up. Try not to just take this pose and make this twist happen with your arm, but make it happen from your center. So you're actually opening the right side of your heart towards the right side of the room. Last deep breath, strong through your back leg. Awesome, Jana. And then unwind just your arms. Walk your hands forward. Come back into your three-legged down dog. Yes, so good. Once you're in three-legged down dog, for a moment, just open your left hip. Should feel relatively nice. Whenever you are ready, pigeon pose, left shin forward, body comes down nice and easy. So just like you did on the other side, set yourself up with intention, attention, not pushing into your joints or plopping into your joints, but giving yourself support, structure, nice rows, perfect, and strength from the inside. So I sometimes compare this to the way you can make a really, really, really tight fist with your hand. You can make it so tight that you're shaking, but then you can keep your fist, you can keep the structure, but just soften within it, soften your fingers within it, soften around it. That's the same thing you're doing with your pigeon. You're holding the strong structure, softening around it, softening within it, breath by breath, moment by moment. Open mouth sighs at any time. Really good awareness, you guys. I love it. Makes me so happy to see your intentional alignment. We'll say about 3 to 5 more rounds on this side. Maybe your last breath or two. I will leave it up to you ultimately. So if you want to stay a bit longer, please feel free. When you do feel pretty even on both sides, ease your way back up. Tuck your back toes under, take your left leg to the sky, give it a nice little shake out, no hurry. And then remember, you have the option if you want to open your hip to flip your dog. Eventually, everybody just regular down dog, no hurry. Walk it off. And then you choose. You are more than welcome to just come straight down into a child's pose or inhale, rock forward to one last high plank. Exhale, lower down through one last chaturanga. Lift your heart as you breathe in. And then just sit back in your child's pose. Take a couple grounding breaths. Breathe into your low back. Breathe into your hips. Just feel the ground underneath you, the way it holds you always. It's stability, support. It's always there. And then rise up. tabletop, and however you want to get there, transition onto your back. You can face whichever direction you feel like facing. Once you're on your back, friends, just hug your knees in gently towards your belly and rock side to side. Your low back, a nice little massage. Move into a supine spinal twist of your choice. Your legs can go either direction first. Give yourself about 5 breaths on each side. Try to keep your heart nice and open towards the sky. When you feel like you've taken about 5 rounds on one side, just ease your way to the other side. No rush, please take your time. When you do feel pretty even with your twist on both sides, just come back to center. Find any inversion that you would like to take for about 10 breaths. So anything that puts your hips and or your legs higher than your heart. You want to take a couple different variations or explore a little bit in your inversion, that's totally fine with me. Please, once again, no rush. When you feel complete with your inversion, just ease your way out and take any counter poses or any finishing poses of your choice. So maybe a happy baby, maybe just one last big squeeze of your knees in towards your belly. Maybe one last big full body stretch. So anything at all that your body is calling for. And then just slowly start transitioning into your final relaxation. So either the traditional corpse pose or any other position that will just allow you to relax and let go. At this point, you can let go of any control or manipulation of your breath and let go of ujjayi. And just let your body take over. Let your body breathe you. As you settle into your final relaxation, friends, I will read to you. As you have lost nothing but what could not sustain itself any longer. You have lost nothing but what was ending anyway. You have lost nothing but an idea of what the future might have been. All that is real is still waiting. All that is real is still within. You have lost nothing but what could not sustain itself any longer. You have lost nothing but what was ending anyway. You have lost nothing but an idea of what the future might have been. All that is real is still waiting. All that is real is still within. These last few moments, just be right here, right now. And feel whatever's flowing through your own inner space. And simply just let it. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Slowly start to bring gentle movement back into your fingers, toes. And start to wiggle your body, coming back into your physicality slowly. When you are ready, roll to either side, fetal position. Give yourself just one last moment resting there, being held by the ground just a little longer. Using your arms, guide yourself up into seated meditation, facing towards the front of the room, in the front of your mat, in front of your space. As you come into your seated meditation, just feel into the length in your spine and the back of your neck. Gather your hands to your heart. An invitation to join me in closing our practice today with one big collective Om. So try not to worry about how you sound. Focus on how it feels to use your voice. Let it express. So start by exhaling, empty out, clear your throat if you need to. And then fill up with your voice, breathe in. Open your mouth big and wide. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Bye bye. Thanks, guys.